Magandang araw po muli sa mga estudyante po ng Mathematics 9 ng Tansa National Comprehensive High School. Para po sa Quarter 2, Week 4, ang atin po ngayong i-discuss ay tungkol sa rational exponents. So bago po natin yung simulan, magkaroon muna po tayo ng review. So we're going to recall first some operations on your fractions para maging prepared po kayo para sa lesson natin mamaya. So we're going to have a recall on how we're going to add and subtract, and then the multiplication and division of the fraction. So let's start. So we have here 3/4 plus negative 2 over 5. So ang gagamitin po natin dito is yung butterfly method para mas madali nyo pong makuha ang sum and the difference of these fractions. So, paano po natin gagamitin yung butterfly method? So, multiply muna natin itong dalawang number na to. So, 3 times 5, that is 15. Then, we have here negative 2 times 4, that is negative 8, all over 4 times 5, which is 20. So, ulitin po natin. Kung meron po tayong given na A over B plus C over D, para makuha natin yung sum, multiply lang natin yung A and D. So, A times D plus, multiply natin yung C and B. So, CB all over the product ng B and D. Then, sisimplify lang natin kung ano nakuha natin sa AD at CB. So, ganun lang po ang gagawin natin. Base muna natin to. Then, ito na po yung magiging sagot natin. So, 15 plus negative 8, that is 7 over 20. So, this is our answer for number 1. Number 2 naman tayo. So, ganun ulit. So, 1 times 3, that's 3. Then, 2 times 2, so that is 4. All over 2 times 3, which is 6. So, 3 minus 4, that is negative 1, all over 6. So, yun yung sagot natin sa number 2. Number 3 naman. So, we have here 5 times 3, 15, 2 times 6, so plus 12, all over 6 times 3, which is 18. So, 15 plus 12, okay, that is 27 over 18. Now, so mapapansin nyo, pwede pa nating i-lowest term yung 27 over 18. So, para ma-lowest term natin, divide natin by, hindi siya 3. Divide natin by 9. Para makuha natin yung lowest term niya. Pag dinivide natin by 9 yan pareho, that is 3 over 2, which is our final answer. Then, number 4. So, 1 times 7, 7, 2 times 3, that is 6. So, minus po tayo. Then, 3 times 7, that is 21. Then, 7 minus 6, that is 1 over 21. So, yan. So, ito yung mas madaling paraan para mag-add and subtract po tayo. Punta naman tayo ngayon sa pag-multiply and divide. So, let's multiply the following fractions. Again, sa pag nag-multiply tayo, kung meron tayong A over B times C over T, we are simply going to multiply A and C, and then your B and D. O, erase muna natin. Kuha eraser. Yan. So, multiply lang natin yung ibabaw. So, 2 times 4, that's 8. And then, 5 times 3, that's 15. Again, this is for multiplication. Huwag nyo po natin siyang malilito with addition and subtraction. So, this is for multiplication. Yung kanina is for add and subtract. So, kanina, nag-cross tayo dun sa add and subtract. Dito, direkta. Numerator sa numerator, denominator sa denominator. So, 1 times -3, -3. 4 times 7, we have 28. So, next, -3 times 2, -6. 4 times 9, 36. Pwede natin i-lowest term. Divisible sa 6, so that's -1 over 6. Circle lang natin yung ating final answer. Next, we have 5 times 3, 15. 2 times 4, that's 8. Yan, sa ating multiplication. Let's have sa example naman kapag divide tayo. So, pag nag-divide tayo, so kakopy muna natin yung ating unang number, which is 2 over 5 times, kuhanin natin yung reciprocal ng pangalawang number. So, 4 over 3, so times 3 over 4. So, ganun lang. Copy yung first number, then baliktarin lang natin yung pangalawang fraction. So, instead of 4 over 3, 3 over 4, then simply multiply. So, pag minultiply natin yan, so 2 times 3, that is 6. Then 5 times 4, that is 20. At pag kinuha natin ang lowest term, divisible by 2, that is 3 over 10. That's our final answer. So, ganun ulit ang gagawin natin dito sa pangalawa. So, ang first natin is 1/4 times. Baliktarin natin. So, 7 over -3. And when you multiply, 1 times 7 is 7. And 4 times -3 is -12. Same thing here. So, we copy -3/4 times. So, instead of 2 over 9, that's 9 over 2. When we multiply, -3 times 9, that's -27. Over 4 times 2 is 8. Then, ganun din sa ating next example. So, 5 over 2 times. So, instead of 3/4, that is 4 over 3. Then, we multiply. 5 times 4, that's 20. And then, 2 times 3 is 6. Tama? Pwede pang i-lowest term, divisible by 2. So, 20 divided by 2 is 10. And 6 divided by 2 is 3. And this is our final answer, 10 over 3. So, that's how we're going to multiply and then divide. This one is divide. How we're going to divide our fractions. Okay, so paano natin siya ngayon ilalagay sa ating rational exponents? So, let's have examples. So, here are some examples ng rational exponents natin. So, we're going to apply pareho yung laws of exponent at saka yung ating knowledge on how we're going to add, subtract, multiply, and divide your fractions. Okay. So, we have here x raised to 1/3 times x raised to 5 over 2. So, mula sa ating laws of exponent ng product na x raised to m times x raised to n, tama, copy lang natin yung base and then add natin yung exponent. So, ganun din po dito. So, you're going to copy your x, which is the common base. Then, i-add natin yung exponent, which is 1/3 and 5 over 2. Okay. So, pag in-add natin yan, gagamitin lang din natin yung ating ginawa. So, we have 1/3 plus 5 over 2. So, you have here 1 times 2. You have 2. 5 times 3, that is 15. All over 3 times 2, that is 6. So, if we're going to have the final answer, 2 plus 15 is 17 over 6. So, ibig sabihin, ang ating final answer is x, which is the common base, raised to 17 over 6. Okay, let's have another example. So we have here simplify 12x raised to 1 half times negative 4x raised to 4 over 5. So for this numerical coefficient, pwede nating i-multiply muna. So multiply muna natin yung ating numerical coefficient. 12 times negative 4, that is negative 48. Then the common base, which is x. Then add natin yung ating exponent na 1 half and 4 over 5. So, copy natin. So, we have here 1 half plus 4 over 5. So, multiply lang natin. So, dahil to ay addition, you can use the butterfly method. 1 times 5, we have 5. 4 times 2, we have here your 8. All over your 2 times 5, which is 10. We have 5 plus 8 is 13 over 10. If we are going to write your final answer, we have negative 48. Your base is x, and our fraction, our rational exponent is 13 over 10. So you have negative 48x raised to 13 over 10. How about the third example? So we have here an exponent raised to another exponent. So based from our law of exponent, x raised to m raised to n. Yes, so we're going to multiply your m and n. So ganun din po ang gagawin natin dito. So our common base is x, and our fraction is 2/3 and 1/4. So we multiply 2/3 and 1/4. So 2/3 times 1/4. So 2 times 1, that is 2. And then 3 times 4, that is 12. Then if we're going to get the lowest term, this is 1 over 6. So it means that our final answer is, our base is x raised to 1 over 6. Okay, sample number 4. So simplify y raised to 12 raised to 1/3. So our common base is y. Y yan. Exponent na 12, multiply natin sa 1/3. So yun, pwede natin i-multiply ng direkta, yung 12, that's over 1, times 1 over 3. So 12 times 1, 12. 1 times 3, 3. And this is divisible. Pwede yun. So 12 divided by 3, that is 4. Means, ang ating final answer, ang ating base ay y raised to 4. Example number 5. So, simplify, ito naman division. So, from our law of exponent, x raised to m divided by x raised to n. So, what are we going to do with the exponent? Subtract m and n. So, in this example, ang ating common base ay 2. So, pwedeng numerical number, pwedeng variable. So, in this case, we have a number which is 2. Ang common base, parehong 2. Then, we have here 3/4 and 1/2. So, isusubtract natin siya. So, ima-minus lang natin yung ating 3/4 minus 1/2. So, 3 times 2, 6. 1 times 4, that is 4. Then, 4 times 2 is 8. So, pag sinimplify natin, 6 minus 4 is 2. And then, over 8, pwede natin i-lowest term divisible by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So, that's 1/4. That means our final answer, nating common base ay 2. So, 2 raised to 1/4. Next example. So, we have here a numerical coefficient, just like a while ago. So, we divide first the numerical coefficients. 12 divided by 2, that is 6. Yun natin. Then, our base is x. Ang exponent naman natin dito ay 3 over 5 at negative 1/3. So, parehong negative yan, pwede nang maging plus po yun. Tapos, wala na yung negative doon. Then, so, add na natin. So, we have here 3 over 5 instead na minus. Plus 1/3. Kasi nga, negative yung exponent sa baba. So, butterfly, 3 times 3, 9. 1 times 5, 5. All over 5 times 3 is 15. So, 9 plus 5, 14 over 15. So, ang ating final answer, which is 6, yung base natin, x, exponent, 14 over 15. Ito. So, ito yung ating pinaka-final answer. Then, let's have the next one. Ito yung nakita ko na medyo mahirap na example na nasa module natin. So, it's a multiplication, 12 and 12. So, it's a common base na 12. Then, anong gagawin natin ulit sa exponent? I-add. The exponents are 2/3 and 1/2. So, kakopy lang natin. So, ang gagawin natin is we're going to add 2/3 and 1/2. So, 2/3 plus 1/2. So, you have 2 times 2, 4. 1 times 3, 3. Then, 3 times 2, 6. So, 4 plus 3, we have 7 over 6. So, it means we have 12 raised to 7 over 6. So, pwede pa nating masimplify po siya. So, paano po yun? So, your 7 over 6 can be written as 12 raised to 1 and 1/6. So, ibig sabihin, this one, so it can be written as 12 times your 12 raised to 1 over 6. Pero, tatanggapin na rin natin syempre yung final answer na ganito. Yung nasa module kasi, nakasimplify pa siya as to this one. Pero, for our case, we can have the final answer in this form. Okay, pakita po natin yung ating activity. So, for activity number 4, we have here 9 questions. So, meron tayong mga letters na naka-indicate sa kanila. So, after finding the answers here, i-locate natin yung mga letters dito sa baba. So, let's try to answer. For example, try natin yung letter. Yan. Para kita natin. Ano yung kita ko? Sige, ito nilang letter H. So, we have here, sana tama yung kita ko, 5 raised to 2/3 times 5 raised to 1/3. So, ganun. Ganun katulad ng ginawa natin kanina. Common base is 5. Since it's multiplication, a-add natin yung ating exponent, which is 2/3 plus 1/3. So, nagkataon, di natin kailangan mag-butterfly kasi similar fraction yan. So, same yung ating denominator. So, a-add lang natin is yung numerator. Again, dahil lang pareho yung denominator. So, 2 plus 1, 3 over 3. Or equal to 1. So, that is 5 raised to 1. So, meron ba yung 5 raised to 1 or simply 5? And that is, so, ang sagot mo dyan ay 5. Pero syempre, lahat ng itong buong solution na to, kailangan makita yan dito sa mga boxes na yan. So, ang 5 natin ay yun. So, lalagay mo dito letter H. Yan. So, ganyan mo po sasagutan yung lahat ng yan. Then, lalagay po yung letters dito sa baba. Yan. Proceed tayo doon sa kasunod po. Meron pang kasunod. So, in transforming your expressions in rational exponents, we can transform them in radical form. Okay? So, yun yung connection niya. Our lesson specifically is about the radical expression. So, when you say radical expressions, these are mathematical expressions involving the radical sign. So, an example of that, we have the nth root of your x raised to m. Okay, where your n is what we called as your index. Ang tawag natin doon ay index. While the number or expression inside the radical sign, we call it as your radicand. And of course, this one is your radical symbol. Now, this radical expression can be expressed into rational exponent, and the rational exponent can be expressed into radical form. So, paano po yun? We have here nth root of x raised to m. Yan. So, this is what we're going to do. So, this is the radicand. Mapapansin natin, saan napunta yung kanyang exponent? The exponent becomes the numerator of a rational exponent, while the index becomes the denominator of our rational exponent. So, x raised to m over n. Yun po. So, let's have an example po ng ganito. So, these examples, okay, basically, okay, patterned from the given learning task on your module. So, kung paano ko ginawa po yung bawat isa dito gagawin, ganun din po ang gagawin nyo sa ating learning task number 2 na gagawin nyo po from the module. Okay, so here we're going to transform this into radical expression. So, number 1, we have 5 raised to 2/3. So, katulad ng sinabi natin kanina, so, ito ang ating exponent. So, 5 squared. And then, ito ay ating index. So, lalagyan lang natin yung index. Then, the radical symbol. So, we have the cube root of 5 squared. Or, pwede pa natin i-simplify further as cube root of your 5 squared is 25. How about the second one? So, you have 8x raised to 1/2. So, mapapansin natin, yung ating exponent ay nasa x lang. So, itong 8 na yan, nasa labas lang yan. Then, yung x, exponent niya ay 1. Then, square root. Ngayon, ma'am, lalagay ko po ba yung 2? Since ang ating index ay 2, hindi mo na yun ilalagay. Automatic, meron na siyang 2. Okay, so, ang ating final answer for that is 8 square root of x. So, nasa labas po yung number na wala namang exponent. Okay, for number 3 naman, isi-simplify pa natin. So, i-multiply muna natin yung exponent kasi naka-raise pa siya. So, 2 over 5 times 3 over 4. So, 3 raised to 2 times 3, 6. Then, 5 times 4, 20. So, 3 raised to 6 over 20, or pwede natin pang i-lowest term, divisible by 2. That's 3 over 10. Saka natin gagawing radical form. So, ang ating base ay 3. Ang exponent niya rin ay 3. Ang kanyang index ay 10. So, 10th root of 3 cube. Or 10th root of 27. Okay? Ito naman po. So, ito yung buong expression naman niya. Unlike dun sa number 2, nasa walang parenthesis to. Ito, may parenthesis. So, buong expression natin na AB ay nasa loob ng radical sign. Pwede nating lagyan ng parenthesis din. So, ang exponent niya ay 3. Ayun. At ang ating index ay 4. Yun. Good. Then, we have here 3 raised to 2 over 7 times 3 raised to 3 over 7. So, kailangan muna natin itong i-add yung exponent natin. So, ang common base natin ay 3. Since similar fraction naman siya, dahil 7 ang denominator, pwedeng i-add na natin yung numerator. So, 2 plus 3, that's 5 over 7. Nagkataon lang po. Ganun din sa ating module, same ang denominator nun. So, 2 plus 3, 5. Then, common denominator is 7. Then, saka natin in-express. So, ang ating base ay 3, ang exponent niya ay 5, at ang kanyang index ay 7. So, 7th root of 3 raised to 5. Or pwede pa natin niyang i-simplify. 3 times 3 is 9 times 3. 27 times 3 is 81 times 3. So, 7th root of 243. Yan. So, we have here your cube root of 25, 8 square root of x, 10th root of 27, 4th root of 8, b cube, and 7th root of 243. So, ganyan yung po ngayon sasagutan yung nasa ating learning task. Ito naman tayo sa kabaliktaran. So, write the following radicals naman to exponential form. So, it's in different form naman. Baliktad naman, gagawin naman natin itong exponential form. So, ating base ay 3. Ang exponent niya ay 2, so yun yung numerator niya. Over, ang index ay 5. So, yun yung final answer. In this case naman, we have 5y. Lagay natin sa loob ng parentheses para ma-indicate natin na buo siya. Then, ang exponent niya ay 1. Dahil walang nakalagay. At wala pong index, ma'am. Pag automatic, pag wala yung index, that is automatic na 2. So, 1 over 2. Ulit. Pag yan ay wala, it is automatic na meron yung 2. Okay? Next. We have here 5 cube root of 5m then raised to 7. Same thing lang din siya sa number 2. So, lagay natin sa loob ng ating parenthesis ang 5m. Ang exponent niya ay 7. Ang index ay 3. So, 7 over 3. So, hahanapin mo lang yung exponent and yung index. So, in this case, so we have here your 3x. Exponent niya ay 1. Ang index ay 7. Ito naman, katulad ng kanina. So, nasa labas niyo yung 9 times yung 11. Exponent niya ay 1 at ang index niya ay 4. So, nakabukod po yung number na nasa labas. And then, finally, paano pag ganito po? Ang gagawin nyo lang po dyan, simplify muna. Multiply nyo lang yung index with 4 times 5. So, 20th root of 112. So, pwede natin yung i-simplify. So, we have 112. Exponent niya ay 1 at ang index niya ay 20. So, kung paano ko po ginawa ang lahat ng pungto, ganun din ang gagawin nyo dun sa learning task number 2, A and B. So, ito sa learning task 2B to. So, kung titingnan nyo po, yan. So, ito yung learning task 2A and 2B. So, this one, yung sa previous slide, ito rin yung kanina. So, kanina nakita nyo, 5 example yung pinakita natin. So, kung ano yung pinakita ko dun sa number 1, ganun nyo rin sasagutan yung number 1 na to. Then, dun sa previous slide natin, kung paano ko sinagatan yung number 1 dun sa letter B, ganun din po. So, ipapattern nyo lang para mas madali yung masugutan tong learning task number 2. So, yun po. Mas pinadali po natin. So, bawat number, tingnan nyo lang, ganun yung ginawa ni ma'am. So, ganito rin yung gagawin mo dun sa number 1 dito. Para mas madali mo pong masagutan. Itong transforming natin ng exponential to radical and then radical expression to exponential form. So, sana po may bago po kayo natutunan sa linggong ito at sana po ay masagutan niyo po ng madali ang lahat ng mga gawain natin para sa linggong ito ng ating quarter number 2. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat hanggang sa susunod po nating pagkatuto.